Welcome back to STROK'D, the art of mental stimulation. When we touch subjects at depths that most people aren't willing to go. Man, that beat's crazy, man. That beat is amazing. You guys don't have to look that up and look at the artists. I think they automatically listed the artists who wrote this beat, because they did that, man. It's nice. I like it. But, man, 2023 is almost over. We made it. We're here, man. 2023 was one for the books. We may have went through some things, but we're here. So I say it was a great year, adversities and all, imperfections and all. We're here, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. You already know how we do it, how we get down. And, of course, we're transparent. We don't hold back, man. Honesty at its finest. You know how we dive in, man. And, of course, you know what's about to happen to you. It's time to get stroked up. This is going to be the last episode of 2023 today. The last episode of 2023. That last week of December, I'm going to take a break, trying to get that recharge, get refreshed, make sure we're ready, get the material ready, everything I want to do, some changes I want to make, some new things I want to, incorporate. We're gonna run it in 2024. 2024 is our year. And when I say our, I mean you too. You too. I'm talking to you. 2024 is our year. We're doing different things. We're doing some of those things that, we talked about. We don't need a New Year's resolution. I kid you not. We do not. All right. We're starting right now at this moment. We're starting today. Let's get it. Let's go, man. God has these things in store for us. And it's time. Let's elevate. Let's get to these levels we are supposed to get to. Today, what I want to talk to you guys about, and it mainly came up, I was driving, and I was like, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to talk about? And God put this on my spirit, so I said, God wants his people to hear this. Today, we're talking about spiritual entitlement. Spiritual entitlement. And it's something that I went through myself. Let me break down what spiritual entitlement is. I don't even know if it's a real phrase. I'm coining it today. Spiritual entitlement is every day you wake up a breath in your body. God blesses you. He gives you favor. We've been in situations where we were at the bottom. We had no way out, at least in our minds. We were at the bottom. We couldn't do it on our own because we never can. We think we can. We never can. We couldn't do it on our own. And God, he brought us out of it. And we celebrated. And we rejoiced. And we were happy. And we told our friends. And we told our family. And we had a great time. And we were smiling. And then guess what happened? 3 days later, things didn't go our way. And things didn't happen fast enough, and we were upset again. It's almost like we have God on a yo-yo. Like like a kid. You know those kids, we say kids are entitled. These days, kids, they want what they want when they want it, and they feel like they don't have to do much work for it, and they think, like, I'm a kid. Like, I'm your child. You have to do this. And that's kind of like how we handle God. Bless me now. Do this now. You promised. The kids say, you promised I could go. You promised you'll buy that for me. You promised I could have that. And that's kind of how we handle God. Each and every moment, we're like, we want it now, and we're upset, and we're frustrated if we don't have it now. And then we start to question God. And even if we don't question God out loud, in our heads, why me? Why me, man? Why does this happen to me? Why does this have to happen to me? When 3 days ago, you got a promotion at your job. 3 days ago, you got a promotion at your job. And then couple days come about, you had something happen. You had an accident in your car, or your tire went flat, and you say, why me? Why me? It's a reason for every single thing that God does. We don't supposed to know the answer of the why. We don't supposed to know what he's doing. He sees the bigger plan. He is the orchestrator. He has the tunnel vision to see to the end of it. We can look ahead, but he sees the end. And a lot of these obstacles that we go through and we think they're hard in life or whatever, they're teaching us certain lessons, just like with your kid. What your kids say, you're hard on me, you don't let me do anything, and you tell them these things, and they get older, they say, thank you. Thank you, you told me this would happen. You told me it was going to be like this. And that's the same thing with God. But he gives us grace all the time. He forgives us all the time because we are his kids. So it's the same concept. When you think about it, it's the exact same concept. He knows exactly what he's doing. It's been times when I've been mad something didn't happen. Like, why? Like I said about the car, why me? Why did this have to happen to me? And you look down the line, someone got hurt or a situation happened that you would have been a part of if you would have been there. God stopped you. He slowed you down. He made sure you were safe, but he slowed you down, because you were supposed to be a part of that situation. So we have to learn to be a little more grateful, to put really put that trust into God, because we say it all the time, and that's like a motto of ours: trust in God, have faith, and all that. And it sounds really good rolling off our tongues. It sounds great, and it feels good when things are good. But what about those moments when you're down, and then you have a time limit on it? Man, I've been going through this forever. And then we look to God and say, why me? And deep down, you may not say it out loud, but you're blaming him. Why I see these other people getting blessed, and why am I still going through this thing? And I spoke about it before on another episode, is because if you think you're going through the same thing over and over again, because God is testing you, you're never going to move forward until you pass that test. You're never going to move forward until you pass that test. I can attest to it. Trust me, I can attest to it. I've been going through the same test for year after year after year after year, and I always fail. In the moment, oh my God, this last quarter, 2023, been my quarter. The moment that I let go and I gave it to him, and I put that pride to the side, because that's always been my test. Put that pride to the side, and I just surrendered. And I said, I don't care. Whatever God say, do. God said I'm supposed to react like this, so I'm going to react like this. And it took a lot. I talked about it in a 5 for 5 or another episode. You can go back and listen to it. It took a lot, and I did it. And it was almost like a switch went off. Like instantly, everything started bam, bam, bam. Every door started opening. And I just walk up to the door. I didn't even knock or anything. I didn't prepare myself. I just walk up to the door. And sometimes I walk up to a space, didn't even know a door was there, and one will appear. And it's just for me putting my total faith in God and trusting. I had never done it before. I said I had faith in God, but I never just took me all the way out of the way. And I still get in the way on some things. I still have some lessons that I am learning. So it's probably places I should be that's further than where I'm at now, but I still have those tests. But the ones I was supposed to pass to get to this point I'm at right now, I passed them, and I'm here. And I'm still being tested. And that's just the way it is, man. You have to totally let go. Totally let go, and I know that's hard. That's hard, but it's just hurting us. It's just hurting us, man, because every time I do that, I start to snowball. All my thoughts start snowballing when I try to have control. I start thinking of things that'll never happen. And if they do happen, I'm making them happen because I'm manifesting it now. I'm thinking negative things, and, I'm shaping the situation to make that happen, to make that the outcome. So we have to get out of the way, man. We have to get out of the way. Do me a favor. The next time you have a test, something that you've been failing every year, who cares? Okay, let's put it in your head already. You're going to look stupid because, that's how we think. That's pride. I'm going to look stupid. I'm going to look crazy if I react like this, and I'm going to this, and this. These people don't matter. This situation doesn't matter. You know how much freedom is in that? Not caring what people think, not worried about it. If you're looking like a punk or if you're looking like this or looking like that, I don't care. That's walking towards your abundance. Trusting in God is literally walking towards your abundance, because if you trust in him, you're walking towards your purpose anyway. He has a purpose for all of us. We are the blockage in our lives. We are our own limitation. We get in the way of that because, he tells us to go straight and we go left because we see something shiny. We see something that we know, red flag or something. God say no, but in our head, we want it. I like it. So I pray to God to have it just because I want it. God, please, I want it. Make it right. Make it good. I want it. But God already said, no, that's not it. No, they're not it. But we have found ourselves entangled in a situation that we want to make it happen. So we're getting frustrated. We're getting mad and we're getting angry and we're getting hurt. Things are falling apart. And we're angry at God. Why me? Why me? And God's like, I told you not to do that. I told you not to go there. I told you they're not ready. I didn't say they weren't a good person. I said they're not ready. They're still passing their test. God has a test for them that they have to pass in order to be right for you or whoever they're supposed to be for, because you two may not even supposed to be paired together. Yeah, I got off on a tangent with that. I always do, because that's a big thing, relationships with people, whatever. So we're trying to map out our own life when the life God has already mapped out for us is so much more fulfilling, fruitful, abundant, everything. Because when you're walking towards your purpose that he has for you, and I think everyone really, what that is deep down. You know what that is. But, you're trying to stray away from it and do other things. If you literally walk towards that thing, if you say you don't know, figure it out, center yourself, figure out who you are. And once you figure that thing out, life's amazing. Life is amazing. And when I say purpose, that doesn't mean everybody's meant to have Fortune 500 companies and all that kind of stuff. No, that's not it. You can work a regular job, small company, work for yourself, whatever, and your purpose is to touch these little kids that come here, that work here. They come through the job or whatever, and they come here, and you're the one that always had the words to, bring about change, to change them in order to make them go do other things. You never know what your purpose is, but when you find out what it is, you're going to know, because you're going to be happy to do it. You're going to be, it's going to be fulfilling, and you're going to be happy to get up in the morning. You're just going to be smiling for no reason. You're going to feel light. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. And I can attest to that. I've done a lot of things that in my mind, I said, I claimed it and deemed it my purpose. Okay, this is what I'm going to do here, because I was good at it or something. And I was thinking monetarily, if I do this, I'm going to make a lot of money. And that's not even, the way God looks at things. Okay, if I do this, I'm going to make a lot of money. If I do this, if you do that thing, that's your purpose, man, abundance comes with it. It's a package deal. It is a package deal. We're just afraid to take chances on these things. We're afraid to, because it doesn't align with things of this world. And you can't see the plan or see the path of making it happen, when the thing you have to do, and Steve Harvey said it best before, why are you worried about the how? The how is not our business. You just take the step and get the moving in that direction, whatever that direction is. There's going to be peace there. There's going to be happiness there. And of course, it's not going to be perfect, because perfection doesn't exist. It's going to be frustration, but it's a different type of frustration when you work towards your purpose. It's that positive frustration. All right. So, yeah, we have to give thanks to God, man. Give thanks to God. Be patient. Patience is a big one for me, myself. Like, patience is the one. That's the bigger thing about this entitlement. We're impatient. You want it to happen now. And that's not it. The faster you learn these lessons, the faster these nows come. I will tell you that. The faster you learn these lessons that is your lesson or your test, you get past it, put the pride to the side, get to work, do what you have to do, and the faster you move on. Now it's time for a different lesson, a different test or whatever, and you get that fruitfulness along the way, along the path. But we're staying stagnant because, we're doing what we want to do. We're doing what we want to do. We upset, we angry, we getting caught up in this dark energy because we're so mad, and we're stuck in that place instead of figuring out the solution, the next step to take to get to, where we're supposed to go, to get out of the situation, because we can't rewind the past. We cannot rewind the past. So why are we getting stuck here? And, it brings on depression. It really does. It brings on severe depression when you get stuck in these dark places. I know, and I realize that every time I get stuck in one of these places, the only thing that gets me out of it is when I turn back to God. When I have these moments where I'm frustrated, I don't know what to do, and I try to figure out the answer myself, I'm always down and out in the dumps until I always revert back to God. That's always the answer. Always the answer. It starts with my steps start with, let me turn on this gospel music. I got my gospel playlist. I listen to about my 15 songs on there, and, get the spirit in me. And then, my prayers start to be a little different again. When you live in life and you get off the path a little bit and you think you're doing everything, prayer get a little shorter. It's real quick just to say you did it. But then you start to pray a little bit different, and we got to start to be able to do that like on a normal basis, not just when we're going through things. Yeah, you start to pray a little different when you got a little adversity in you. God's like, what, you just going to pick me up when you want to pick me up? What am I, chopped liver? And that's kind of how we treat him, man. Like, we're entitled. He's supposed to do these things. He promised it. He said he's going to do it. Where is that? When is it coming? When is this abundance happening? And that's kind of how we have to handle it. We cannot, man. God gives us so much grace, so much love, so much just opportunity. And with that opportunity is the breath in our body just waking up. Because check that obituary in the newspaper, whatever. Look at all those names. And any one of our names could have been on there. Any one of us could have been on there, man. Like, it's that simple. You see, and y'all probably say, she talk about death all the time, because it's real. We have to be grateful. We have to be. You got a chance. You can start over every day. Every day you can start over, mess up, get it wrong, and then the next day you can start over again. Okay, I know I messed up on this yesterday. Today, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to get it right. But every day you should be intentional. Intentional on getting it right. Whatever that test is, because you know what it is. Intentional, like today I'm going to pass it. Today I'm going to put that pride to the side and reach out to that person I need to reach out to. Today I'm going to put that pride to the side and apologize when I know I'm wrong. Today I'm going to put that pride to the side and I'm amend this, I can't even get it out, amend this situation. All right. So yeah, it's just, man, we're here, man. Breathe, man. 2024 is up. We're going to have a different mindset. We shifting this mindset. It's an abundant mindset. We're going to get in here and do what we have to do. We're going to look towards the Most High, and we're going to make these things happen. Because I'm going to keep mentioning this on every episode, that if you're 30, 40 years, you got about 30, 40 summers left. And that's not meant to scare you, but when you really think about it, you really do. All right, so shorten that time that you think you have, and let's get to work, even if it's one step at a time. I don't care. Every week, you take one step, and you feel like you didn't do much. Every little thing helps. How you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. How you build something, one step at a time. If you knock a piece off a rock today, you keep on knocking a little piece off a rock, eventually you're going to tear it apart. I mean, it's inevitable. That's science right there. So let's just focus on one step at a time and being our best, greatest selves, teaching it to our kids, passing it down generations, and just looking towards God, loving on God. He's real. He's real. And if you ever have the pleasure of talking to me, we sit there and we speak, talk to me, man. I got so many stories, so many testimonies that you're going to say that it can't be anything but God. Like when you hear my story, oh my God. I don't have the time when I get on this mic, to really give it to you straight because, I'll have you guys on here 5 hours or something because I like to talk. But, man, I have a testimony, and I want to say to anybody who's in disbelief, God is real. And if you want to have a conversation with me about it because you just can't find your faith and you just can't understand spirituality or anything like that, man, hit me up. Hit me up. We could talk about it. I even had the discovery sessions I had with my Elevated Minds Life Coaching session. We could talk about it right then and there. That you want to get on your spiritual journey and get on that path, and you want to know how to see God like that, because there's no judgment. Everybody don't know how to do it. Some people have never been introduced to God like that. I met a young guy, me and a friend of mine, and he never had that type of thing in his household, whatever. And we were breaking it down to him and just talking to him, whatever. And one day he came and he was like, I prayed on my way to work. And I was like, what? Almost like a proud mother or something like that, man. So, yeah, like, it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's never too late to introduce it into your life and into your world because we about to turn up. We're going to stop settling for these crumbs these people are giving us, rationing it out, giving us what they want us to have. We're way more talented than what they're paying us for. We're getting our own stuff this year. We're doing it ourselves this year, man. We claiming that back. All right, we're going to get bold with it this year. We're going to be confident. Like last week's episode, make sure you go back and listen to that. We're going to be confident. We're going to make this thing happen. We're not settling, man. We are the head and we're not the tail. Let's get it, man. Stop playing. Let's get it. All right? So the next time I speak to you guys, it will be in 2024. And I haven't decided if I'm going to do the Vibe for 5 yet. I don't know. It might hit my spirit, and I probably will be on the mic for the Vibe for 5. But as far as the official episodes, this will be the last one in 2023. So I hope you guys take something you heard on here, let it hit your spirit, even if it only affects one of you. That's all I care about. I did my job. Let's get it. Let's go, man. I'm here. If you need me, reach out. You already know. Reach out. Let's do this because that's the only way. That's the only mindset I have. Push the negativity away. Anybody that's negative, any negative situation around you, get rid of it. Get rid of it, man. It's not gonna. It's only hindering you. It's bringing you down. Get rid of it. Get rid of them. Love them from afar. That's what 2023 taught me. I don't overgive and overexert myself anymore. I give to who wants it. And other than that, I retain my energy. I don't just try to just give it to everybody, man. If you want it, you want to elevate, you want to move, because that's what the wave I'm on, high vibrational. If you on that too, come on, let's match me. Let's go. Let's roll. Supersede me. I don't care. Let me catch up to you. All right. I love you guys. You guys know what to do. If you haven't already done it, at Stroked STROK'D _ the podcast, at Stroked STROK'D _ the podcast. And of course, you know what just happened to you. You just got stroked up. Bye.